So following on from the previous video, to work out the volume of this solid here, we would sum up all the disks here. So it's really from A to B, and then pi f of x squared, and then if you look at one particular rectangle, this here is dx here. The thickness is dx, so it's going to be dx. Okay, and then for this one here, it doesn't matter if you didn't understand this example here, but the idea here is to sum up all the disks here. Okay, so if you look at let's look at this particular one here. The thickness of this thing here would be dy. So it's really you doing this from A to B, and then it's you getting well, work out the ring here from 0 to the green line. So it'd be pi. Let's just call it g. Okay, for green line squared, and then that would then give you the area of that of the area of this disk here. But then we need to take away the area of the small disk. So that would be pi. Let's call it blue line squared, and then dy by dx. Sorry, and then dy. So this here would then give you the volume of this solid here. So now for this one here, so you might have to press pause and try and understand this drawing here. But it's like an egg timer, a horizontal egg timer. Okay, so this is like your sine of x here. This is like a sine function here. This is like a sine function. So let's just pretend it's a sine function. Okay, and then what you're doing is really from here you would get this height here. So you would get the height here. So this would be sine of x. This height here would be sine of x. You would get, well, then you would pi r square it. So pi sine of x squared, and then this, by you doing this will automatically give you the area of that circle. So it's really you. The minute you pi r square it, you're really creating yourself a disk here. So you're really creating yourself a disk here, and then you're summing up all the disks. So here, so as you move along, you're still pi sine x squaring it. So you're really creating yourself all the disks here, and then here you're just remember that this height here will be a negative. But just make sure that when you're in this realm here, just make sure it doesn't give you a negative volume, because it doesn't make sense to have a negative volume in our case here. So even though the height, when you're in this realm here, even though the height is negative, you're gonna pi r square it. You're gonna square it. So it's not gonna present us with a problem. Even though the height is negative, you're squaring it, so it will in the end give you a positive volume. But the point here, to work out this solid here, we would have to do this. Integrate it from A, well, don't forget we're sweeping it through all the way to B here. Okay, all the way to B. So we're doing it from A to B, pi r squared, and the thickness of this disk here will be dx. So it's really dx here. So to work out the volume of this thing here, it will be you trying to evaluate this. Okay.